Is the United States on the brink of an open naval conflict in the Middle East? With the world's eyes glued to the Strait of Hormuz, a massive, unidentified vessel has just been disabled by U.S. forces after a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, and it's raising questions that reach all the way to the Oval Office. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you get the updates you need in these volatile times. Let's get into the details. U.S. Central Command, or Centcom, released an official statement on Saturday confirming that they have prevented yet another vessel from reaching its destination at an Iranian port. This isn't just a routine maritime check. It is part of a broader, increasingly aggressive U.S. naval blockade currently strangling the flow of goods into Iran. On Friday, the situation reached a breaking point. A ship, registered under a Gambian flag, became the focal point of the operation. According to official reports, the vessel ignored numerous, direct warnings from U.S. military assets patrolling the area. When the ship refused to pivot, the U.S. military took decisive, kinetic action, effectively disabling the vessel and bringing it to a dead stop. This is not a singular, isolated incident. We are looking at a pattern of escalation. For weeks, the tension in the Strait of Hormuz has been thickening. By maintaining this blockade, the U.S. is essentially strangling the Iranian economy, hoping to curb their regional influence and their military capabilities. But every time the U.S. military disables a ship, they are effectively declaring that the standard rules of international maritime navigation no longer apply in this specific theater of operations. So what does this actually mean for us? First, it means we are in a state of undeclared maritime warfare. Every time a ship is disabled, the risk of a retaliatory strike against U.S. assets or allied tankers skyrockets. We are seeing a shift in policy where the freedom of navigation argument is being used to justify what is, in practice, a siege. If you look at the geopolitical map, Iran is being pushed into a corner, and they have historically shown that they will not remain passive when their ports are being effectively shut down by American destroyers. Furthermore, the choice of a Gambian flag is classic misdirection. This is common in maritime logistics flag switching to hide the true origins or the true cargo of a vessel. It begs the question, what was on that ship, and why were they so desperate to break the blockade that they were willing to risk being disabled by the most powerful navy in history? Was it oil, components for advanced weaponry, or something else entirely? The silence from the White House regarding the specific cargo is deafening. The outcome of this is likely to be a massive increase in oil prices and a further strain on global supply chains. If the U.S. continues to escalate this blockade, we are inviting a direct confrontation that could spill over into a full-scale kinetic war. We are playing with fire, and the international community is split. Some allies support this stance as a necessary check on Iran's regional aggression, while others fear that the U.S. is unilaterally rewriting international law in a way that could backfire on American interests globally. The military personnel on the ground are clearly under orders to be more aggressive than ever before. We are no longer just monitoring the strait, we are controlling it. And when you control the most important choke point for global energy, you are essentially holding the global economy hostage. The question isn't just about this one ship, it's about the long-term cost of this strategy and whether the American people are prepared for the potential blowback. So, I have to ask you, do you think the U.S. should be enforcing a total naval blockade on Iran, or is this policy pushing us toward a war we aren't ready for? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to hear your perspective on this. The situation remains fluid and highly dangerous. As more information comes out, we will keep you updated right here. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and we will talk again very soon.